All right, big question. How do we help our kids navigate big changes at home? Well,
Good
local
question.
author and community leader Brandon D. Campbell is joining us to talk about his heartfelt debut children's book, Oh Brother, My Brother, and why family-centered mental health conversations matter. Thanks for being
Thanks
here.
for joining us. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us about, first of all, congrats on your book, and
Thank
tell
you.
us all about it.
Yeah, so Oh Brother, My Brother is a story about two brothers who are half brothers growing up in a blended family, being raised by a single mother. They both have two different dads, but it's about them, their brotherhood and navigating the world around them, trying to understand who they are, their own identities, while at the same time, trying to bond as brothers. And so this story is for individuals, especially families who are looking to bring their blended family closer together, learn more about their kids. But at the end of each chapter in the book, there are conversational prompts. And so after each chapter, a parent who's sitting down reading this book with their kid can discuss the book, but also it springboards some of those conversations that sometimes children will love to have, and so it kind of gives them that little soft push.
Yeah.
I think that's so important because sometimes as a parent, we lose the language. We don't really know what to ask. So the fact that you're giving us a prompt to continue that conversation, I feel like is so important.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Brandon, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, first things first is that I wish this was a book that was around when I was growing up. Being someone who grew up in a blended family, I thought about my relationship with my brothers and how we got along, also fought as well too. But I wanted to create an authentic story that resonate with kids who are having similar experiences, growing up in a blended family, which I believe that trend is going to continue to grow, where you have remarriages, you have divorces, or you just have single parent led households. And so I wanted to be able to provide a resource, especially for parents and children, to bond, also to help alleviate some of the effects of childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Important.
And we've been calling it a children's book, but really it sounds like it's a book for the whole family. There's stuff that parents can take away from it as well and kind of have those discussions, right?
Yes, I think that's the beauty of this story. This story is something that if you are a parent and you are looking to understand your child, while at the same time, it can be used for you to do your own healing and your own self-reflection as well too. Because one thing that we do know, and the data indicates this, is that mental health issues, it is not something that a child is born with. It's developed over time. And so you think about a child, from up to the age of 3 years old, a child is developing their limbic system, which regulates their emotions and also their mindset and their perspective on the world. And what happens is during that time period is that children experience childhood traumas.
Right.
And so that childhood trauma manifests itself then, which then leads to, if they're not getting the right development, what we see now in adults, substance abuse issues, mental health disorders such as anxiety, as well as personality disorders. And so this book here is a catalyst, I believe, is helping nip that in the bud early on through the ages of 6 to 11-year-old age kids.
Yeah. And this book is going to be out February the 1st.
Yes, February the 1st.
Exciting. Yeah. How can people keep up with you and your career and your authorship? Where do they need to go?
Yes, they can go to brandondcampbell.com, but also you can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn especially, and connect with me.
Yeah.
And the book is going to be available everywhere. It's going to
Okay.
be available online at brandondcampbell.com, but also your local bookstore. So contact your local bookstores and make sure that they have a copy for you,
Yeah.
especially.
Yes. And
Shout
they
out
can
to those local
subscribe to your
bookstores.
Substack too, right?
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Gotta check it out. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, Brandon.
Brandon.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.